Radhika stirred in her sleep. A dream flickered at the edge of her consciousness, a tantalizing whisper of words on a page. She saw a message, clear as day, urging her towards a destiny she craved. Just as she reached for it, the shrill cry of the alarm clock shattered the fragile vision. The message, whatever it held, dissolved into the morning light. Gone, but not forgotten. Radhika sighed. The dream was a familiar visitor, a recurring reminder of her deepest desire, to be a writer, to craft stories that transported readers to other worlds, to touch hearts with her words. But life, as always, had other plans. Responsibilities weighed heavily on her shoulders. A demanding job, family obligations, a never-ending to-do list. Her dream, like a delicate flower pressed between the pages of a forgotten book, lay dormant. Yet the dream refused to be entirely extinguished. It flickered at the edges of her day, in the way her heart ached when she read a particularly evocative phrase, in the way her mind raced with plot ideas during her daily commute. It was a constant, low hum beneath the surface of her busy life. One morning, the memory of her dream was particularly vivid. The urgency of the message lingered, a persistent tug at her soul. Radhika realized she couldn't ignore it any longer. She couldn't let her dream wither away under the weight of her excuses. That day, a new resolve bloomed in her heart. She wouldn't let the constraints of time dictate her destiny. She would write. Even if it was just for a few minutes each day, even if it meant sacrificing precious sleep or leisure, she would make time for her passion. Radhika started small. She set her alarm clock for an hour earlier each morning. While the city around her still slumbered, she would sit at her desk, a steaming cup of chai beside her, and write. Sometimes the words flowed effortlessly, tumbling onto the page in a torrent of inspiration. Other days, the blank page felt like an insurmountable obstacle. Still, Radhika persisted. She wrote about her childhood dreams, about the bustling streets of her city, about the quiet joys and unspoken sorrows of ordinary lives. She wrote about the dream that haunted her nights, the message that urged her forward. With each word, she felt a part of herself come alive. She discovered a community of writers online, kindred spirits who understood the intoxicating allure and agonizing frustration of the craft. They offered encouragement, constructive criticism, and a shared passion that fueled her own. Radhika learned, grew, and honed her skills. The hour she dedicated to writing each morning became the most precious time of her day. It was her sanctuary, a space where she could be her truest self, where she could pour her heart and soul onto the page. As months turned into years, Radhika's dedication yielded fruit. Her short stories found homes in literary magazines, her essays resonated with readers online. With each published piece, her confidence grew. The dream that had once felt so distant, so impossible, now felt within reach. One day she sat down and began to write a story that had been brewing in her mind for years. It was a story that poured out of her, a culmination of all her experiences, her dreams, her struggles, and her triumphs. It was the story she was always meant to tell. Years after that vivid dream, Radhika held her first published novel in her hands. It was more than just a book. It was a testament to the power of perseverance, a beacon of hope for anyone who dared to dream. The message in her dream, once so elusive, had finally revealed itself. It's never too late to chase your dreams.